I've looked at your profile and I've seen that you're already sitting in so many boards, but you're also interacting with a lot of C-suite individuals. So I know my question is one that I can Google and find a lot of answers, but I just want to hear your perspective. From your perspective, what does it take to get to an effective board? And what does it take to maintain? I mean, to be there, so that you're always being sought for, or once you get into a board, you remain valuable and you can, continue being with the board for T number of years or whatever number of time. Sorry if you already spoke about it. I stopped listening at some point.
Oh, that's fine. I hope you didn't stop listening because I was too boring, Rispa.
No.
But,
I got distracted.
Wow, I would almost ask someone who's a board expert that same question, because I feel, can I just be a bit vulnerable here and say, I even put board member on my LinkedIn to attract those board opportunities. I don't feel I have enough experience to speak as an expert on boards. But then again, nonetheless, I would just share the little that I have. The boards I am on right now were by accident. It's like my whole life has just been a series of accidents, some good, some not so good. And it's fine, really. It's my lot in life. I'm not complaining now. But I think once you're in from, again, this could be very narrow because I can't say I have vast board experience in many organizations. It's number one, like I said earlier, does the mandate of the organization that this board represents align with skills, interests, values that you share? If it does not, then you're in the wrong board and you will not deliver. Again, another thing is, so that's number one. Number two is also, I remember one time I was applying for a board for a public institution and someone told me, find out who's the chairman. Now I'm going a bit into the technicalities of it here. Who are the other board members? So for example, if you have a chair who is day and night in terms of direction and outlook on life, then again, you'll almost just be a puppet speaking to yourself. Thirdly, in terms of adding value, now, once you're in, whether the chairman is your buddy or not, again, emotional intelligence comes in whereby, how can I get these people into my side? I remember one time in 2019, I had a severe board crisis where someone wasn't very happy with some work that we had done, and they chose to attempt to throw me under the bus. And I realized board decisions are made out of boardrooms, So on the side, you win board members to see your point of view before the board meeting. Board meeting is just to rubber stamp. And so, but that time, I may use that example, I was so hurt. I really got feelings. I think I'm also a bit naive and getting less naive as days go by. I said, I'm going to resign. And I vented to one or two of my people, a lawyer buddy of mine, and told me, you can resign this board, that those accusations are true. So you've been caught, and that's why you're resigning to run away. This is what you do. You have all your ducks in a row, you have all your facts, the board meeting, go, put it on the table, call out who you're calling out, and then offer to resign after that. That's exactly what I did. I was scared about it, but I gathered courage and went and did it. Do you know, the guys who were peddling this story couldn't stand up and speak, because again, the facts were there. Luckily, there was paper trail. Again, you always cover yourself with paper trail and all of that. But having done that, I'm still serving on this board, and another, I don't think it was listed on the profile that Jim shared. But I feel I'm at the end of it, Rispa, and I'm feeling, okay, it's been, I think, 5 years. I mean, it's time to move on. Another thing that I learned, again, which is also would probably propel you to be an attractive board member, always leave the room when they're clapping for you. So many times, and up to now it's happening, we have people who've been in boards for 200 years, old men and women who are still there. And then again, it's become about them, But when you put up your hand and say, thanks, guys, I think it's time for someone else, it's unnatural. People look at you like, Allah, yeah, we don't live. Unaingia unakaa per diem, nini, travel, business class, whatever. Some, of course, are pro bono, others have money. But it's just go in there, give it your best shot, grow as much as you can, even if, like, my experience that I gave was a tough one. But it's equipped me and grown my emotional intelligence. Even my kind of given me a bit of shock absorbers. Am I looking for other ones? Definitely, because I feel I have value that I can give from my years of just being on this world. And they will come. Yeah. Some boards you choose and some choose you. So I pray that many choose you, my sister. Hope that helps.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
that does help. Thank you.
Thank
Jimmy, can I ask another question?
Yes, you can, Rispa. Maybe
Thanks.
after that is answered, we can allow Martin to come in with a vote of thanks.
Great. All right. This is an interesting question, I think. Oftentimes, Lucas, when we have these FPKE discussions, gatherings, and everything we do as FPKE, what we have noticed, or I have noticed, is that enough times, even now on this call, we usually have more females turning up than males. And so my question for you is, as a coach, maybe are you coaching both groups and individuals? And how many more men are you seeing turning up for this? Because in my last maybe 3 months, I've had to experience 2 men that have been struggling with something, but they don't speak out, or they don't seek for help. So do you find it natural for men to come out and, you know, seek for help, but also do you find that men are really intentional about their professional and generally their wholesome growth or development?
Yeah, thanks.
Abdul, I'm not talking about, not the men on this call.
Okay, thanks, Rispa. I agree with you that you ladies are braver, if I may use that word, to put up your hand for help. The time a guy puts up his hand, it's taken a bit of time. And I'll give an illustration. There's this forum we have called Silver Fox that we get. It's a forum for men that we've done, I think, since last year, like 2 or 3 sessions. And remember the last one that I moderated on, because it was about, again, issues with men. We had a doctor on the panel. And someone asked that question, why do men struggle to ask for help? And from a doctor's view, he actually said it even comes from how we are created. We are born, I'm born as a boy, go through life as a teenager, I become a man, I become an old man, I die. My body doesn't require much maintenance. And sadly, you get a disease and you die because you don't go for checkups. We are poor at listening to our bodies and all of that. Whereas for you women, because of how you are created, you bring life to the world. So that means a doctor's visit, you just how you are created. So he almost likened it to even our physical forms. In the olden days, men would grow, you're taught how to be brave, you go to war, you are stabbed on the back, you die, or you're shot. Women are naturals. Yeah, so already you're almost forced to see a doctor just by virtue of being a woman and how you're created compared to us men. For me, I'll choose to go and see a doctor for a checkup, which is a strange thing. Do I do it? Yes, I do now because I know better. So that's number one. That I think is just from a physical formation thing that men just don't ask for help. So, I mean, of course, we compete. That's how we are. I mean, even as a boy, you want to be faster than the other boy. So it's like we need to put more effort to get a guy to put up his hand and say, excuse me, I'm at crossroads, I need help. So when I look back into the clients I've had as a coach, it's not 50-50, but it's encouraging that there are more chaps in terms of, it's like 45% men, 55% women. In fact, tomorrow, I'm spending the day somewhere just doing a training, a halftime training for six chaps who've come together. They want to take stock of where they are and then find out their why and how they can activate it. So just guys who came together and said, yeah, Lucas, come, let's do this. And I'm so looking forward that it's just 6 jammers out of their own volition. We need to step up. How can we become this? I need to grow my life professionally and personally. So I think to encourage my brothers, we are coming out of the closet pole pole. It's like, be patient with us, but it's coming. But I think it comes just from how we are created. You know, yeah, men don't go to hospital, men don't see doctors, men don't need help, you know, men don't ask for directions, as we all know. So it's like now changing that narrative slowly and showing asking for help as not a sign of weakness. So it's happening ever so slowly, but it's happening, Rispa.
Good to know. Thanks so much.
Yeah, karibu.
All right. Lucas, you know, this has been a very reflective session. And more often than not, as you know, the people on this call, a majority of us are finance professionals. So this is not our typical kind of conversation. I think it really has been quite beneficial for those of us who are on this call to just have a moment to take a step back and reflect, you know. And, you know, we were having an interesting conversation in the group maybe a day or two ago, and I think it was Abdul who sent us a photo of a LinkedIn screenshot, and the person was saying, you know, burnout can happen to anyone. And then we got into this rabbit hole of what really matters the most in life, you know. And now when you talk about thinking about life from the eulogy perspective, you know, it really brings a lot of perspective into what really matters most. And so thank you so much for this. Ours was not a halftime session, but I think it was a needed pause, you know. So thank you so much. I think you've left us with quite some introspection to do, some deep thinking to do, and even just giving the real life examples of people you know, and even yourself, on how you actually did manage to do this. So thank you. We really appreciate it. And I think this was very wholesome, outside of what we would typically be talking about, the finance bill, taxes, KRA. This is very, very helpful. So on behalf of this finance professionals group, I want to thank you very much, Lucas, for spending some good time with us today, and even just for giving us something to start with. I loved Abdul's question that, you know, you gave us a framework of even just take a step back. If you know there's something wrong, you can feel it, don't ignore it. And so thank you so much for taking time to do that. We really appreciate it. Kindly accept our invite in future. Should we call upon you? We need that at some point. But thank you so much, Lucas.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Martin.
having me.
Lucas, maybe you can also give us your parting shot, and also perhaps share your details. Where can we reach you? Where can we interact with your work?
Yeah, thanks, Jim. Well, like everybody else, I'm on the socials. This coaching conversations are mostly on LinkedIn. Just my name, Lucas Marang'a. You can find me there. My email again is just my name, lucas@lucasmarang'a.com. Yeah, so parting shot, guys. Gosh, what would I say? The miracle is in the moving. Yeah, whatever you do, even when it doesn't make sense. In fact, my article tomorrow is about connecting the dots. Since they never connect forward, they connect backwards. As long as you're moving, the miracle unfolds. You know when they say about when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So if you have something you need to do, just engage it in a however smaller way. You don't have to figure it all out. Yeah, many of us suffer from analysis paralysis. So my parting shot is that the miracle is in the moving. Just keep moving. It will make sense as you go. That's how life is anyway. Thank you.